country is gone.
Abuse of power comes as no surprise, and the mask has become an abuse of power. Identities of these people are leading me to conclude that they might need to be doxxed. They might need to be identified, not because I want to have them suffer harm personally, but because if we have people in our society who can exercise violence, who can exercise the powers of arrest, who can yield life and death, and you don't know who they are, then your country is gone.
What about the split screen about the fact that the Trump administration is administering only part of the SNAP program while President Trump is having a Gatsby party at Mar-a-Lago?
Okay. By the way, the president had an annual Halloween-themed party every year at Mar-a-Lago. That's what he went back to, his obligatory tradition. Obligatory tradition. Obligatory tradition.
The mood right now, as we look at those photos of a Great Gatsby-themed party, which feels like something, by the way, that the left would deep fake Trump doing as a matter of like, what would be a fun fake thing we could make up? They actually did it. When you see that, in this time when the mood is, frankly, a return to what feels like an increasingly sincere version of economic populism, when people feel underserved, underappreciated by the characters in these actual real-life photos, what do you think when you see the opportunity politically here to make this about the economics that Americans are not actually benefiting from?
When you surround yourself with people that only say you're wonderful, and you're in a position of political leadership, it's a very dangerous situation. And he has nobody around him that's doing anything except fawning over him. So there's an alternate reality that's set in. He's building a ballroom, having Gatsby parties, while he's starting wars, threatening to start wars with Venezuela and Nigeria. Meanwhile, Red America is gasping. They are gasping. His people are gasping with tariffs, healthcare costs. By the way, per capita, more people in the smallest rural communities in America get food assistance through SNAP than they do in urban areas. He said they're Democrats getting food assistance. No, a huge percentage of his folks, his voters. I know these people. I know them. I've been in their homes. I've been in their communities. They are not happy with this guy right now. And he is not seeing it because he's surrounded by this fog of, aren't you wonderful, and let's give you another gold crown.
Well, America is under invasion from within. We're under invasion from within. No different than a foreign enemy, but more difficult in many ways because they don't wear uniforms. At least when they're wearing a uniform, you can take them out. These people don't have uniforms. But we are under invasion from within. We're stopping it very quickly.
We have the right to use the National Guard to put out trouble.
500 members of the Texas and Illinois National Guard are on standby in Chicago, ordered to protect federal immigration enforcement agents and facilities.
I think it's a slow normalization of the use of the military in American cities.
But active duty Illinois Guardsman Captain Dylan Blaha and Staff Sergeant Demi Palachek say this is not what they signed up for, and it's an order they're willing to defy. Palachek's mother is originally from Mexico.
If you were activated to the Chicago mission, would you defy orders?
Absolutely. I would definitely say no.
Tell me why.
I mean, I'm not going to go against my community members, my family, and my culture, my neighbors.
The two are running for office as Democrats, Palachek for state representative and Blaha for Congress. Both spoke to us as civilians, but say speaking out risks consequences.
I already have been disciplined a couple times. They actually suspended my security clearance.
Serving in the National Guard can offer a pathway to citizenship. CBS News has learned nearly 2% of Illinois Air and Army National Guard are not U.S. citizens. Roughly 200 current members hold green cards.
They are in panic, because they're choosing if they stay on the right side of history and they stand up for their community, their family, their culture, or they lose everything because it'll stop the process completely.
Palachek and Blaha say they're trained for military combat, not to police city streets.
You are both members of the National Guard. You don't want to see your fellow soldiers in your city.
No.
I think a lot of Americans would be shocked to hear that.
I mean, I wish that Americans would talk to other National Guard members, because all of my soldiers do not want to be activated and are scared, and their families are in hiding.
Are you surprised more people haven't spoken out?
I am a little surprised, but after speaking out, I understand why no one wants to do it.
We were trained to stand up for what we believe in and stand up for the American people, the Constitution. It's crazy because I figured other people would speak out right now, and it's crazy to think, oh wow, it needs to be us because nobody else is.
The Pentagon declined comment.
No! We are at Lincoln and Foster. We are at Lincoln and Foster, and they just picked this woman off the street. I am recording it. What is your name? What is your name? WGN. Debbie Proctor. You know your rights, Kate. Stay silent. Oh my God.
Sir, what's your name? What's your name?
Debbie Brockman. I work for WGN. Let them know.
I got you. Yep. Debbie Browning?
Brockman.
Brockman, WGN. You guys want to share your names too, or you're just going to cover your face?
Could cover your face a couple years. It's a real thing.
Okay, Mr. Condemnation. Yeah. Oh my God.
This is ridiculous. Honestly.
Stop. Good job. I hope you learn yourself.
Get the
out. Fuck you.
Get out of our...
Hopefully your wife and children make it home.
What is this vehicle, honestly? Yeah.
Get out. Get out. Get out of our neighborhood. Get out of our state. Come on now.
Jack and Lisa, you can just see this gaping hole in this door from this house on Chiquita Boulevard, and up here you can even see their shrubs and their garden is absolutely destroyed. And I spoke with the homeowner who told me that they were absolutely terrified, and that her wife, her father, and their 4 kids were woken up at 6 this morning to Homeland Security banging and breaking down their door, leaving the hole, and they weren't even given the warrant until after the hole was put in their door. And you can see in this video, men in military grade protection armed with long guns entering their home. Eventually, one of them puts a piece of tape over the camera. The owners, Amy and Amanda Giancola, told me one of their cameras was ripped out and the others were turned to face the wall. Their 4 underage children were all taken out of the house as well, and that Homeland Security barricaded search through every room of the house. Homeland Security had a warrant to detain Amy's father, Joseph Giancola Jr., who lives with them, but it's unclear for what. Amy says that she thinks there was a better way to go about her father's warrant.
There's my broken door. This is the country we live in nowadays. That we don't knock on the door and say, "Hey, I got a warrant for your arrest. Let me just shoot at your door and put a tank in your front yard and go in and break in and scare the living daylights out of your family." That's okay. That's how we do.
Mama! Ma! 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 No! No! Ma!
This is the consequences when we chose the wrong direction. Oh my God. Yes. It is what it is. Make America great. Yeah, low prices.
Do y'all see what's going on with the crop fields all over the country? By the way, all of those are oranges, y'all. This is in South Jersey. But do y'all see what's going on? I'm not here to scare anybody or push fear content, but family, food is about to soar once again. Why? Well, y'all if you haven't heard, currently there's a whole bunch of videos of ICE agents going around and just raiding random places, y'all. And the fields for harvesting food has been one of the biggest ones, and now we're in September and you guys can clearly see what's happening. Look at this entire strawberry field in Tampa just completely rotten. Yo, I'm in Florida and I didn't even notice, like, Tampa's literally my neighbor. I had no idea. Really in that F around and found out stage now, because they thought Donald Trump was going to help them and make everything cheaper, bring gas down and all this type of stuff, but it's the complete opposite. I said he is here to just dismantle this entire false corporation.
We're here. We are here at the FAFO stage. This is really bad. And if you appreciate my content, please engage with this video. I'm just going to read this to you. Multiple Texas farms shut down after almost 100% of workforce vanishes overnight. In a stunningly swift overnight change, some Texas farm operations had to shut down after losing virtually all of their workforce. An exodus triggered by the increase in immigration raids and increased enforcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you, when it comes to food, make sure you are stocked up, because something big is about to happen with the food. Remember, it started with the porch and everything, y'all. So y'all see it, don't act like y'all don't know, okay? But yeah, did y'all hear about this? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. I've been telling y'all the shift is here. Y'all feel it. Let's continue to get it.
I don't give a fuck if you're Democrat, Republican. Look at this, $100. Hot dogs, cherries, bananas, some juice, and some eggs. What a joke.
Look at this. They want $1.32 for one nectarine. $1.32 for one nectarine, y'all. I'd be better off walking over here and getting a goddamn orange. For 97 friggin' cents. Well, wait, there's more. One apple. Oh, apple is 1.78 a pound. But those are each. Look, lemons, 68 friggin' cents. They didn't went up. They're twice as much as they were. Look, y'all, tomatoes, $1.97. $2 for a tomato. No salsa for you.
Dear MAGA, this is what you did by voting for Donald Trump. You brought the highest beef prices ever in this country. Ever. You did this. Now there's security tags on beef in the grocery stores. You did that. You did it.
So now they're announcing they're going to shut down and do a ground stop at Chicago's O'Hare Airport because of shortage of staffing. They literally have no air traffic controllers. They're being forced to work without pay, so most of them are calling in sick. And now the airport has called a ground stop, I believe it's tomorrow, between 2 o'clock and 11 o'clock, where there will be no flights going in or out of one of the nation's largest airports. And this is all because of Mike Johnson and his government shutdown ordered by Trump because they don't want to release the files. And they want to make sure as many people as they can lose their jobs so they can call out whatever military order they're about to do. But yes, that's 2 airports in 2 days that have completely shut down. First Burbank, now O'Hare. Getting pretty hairy out there. Soon you won't be able to travel because all the airports will be shut down, and we've got military going to almost every blue big city.
Millions of Americans are already thinking of booking their Thanksgiving travel plans, but there's lots of anxiety out there. People panicking, worried there will be crazy lines at airports if the government shutdown is still going on. Jim Murray is at LAX with the latest.
Chaos at the nation's airports as thousands of passengers wait for hours to go through security checks. Flights are being delayed across America by a shortage of TSA agents and air traffic controllers showing up for work. The longest government shutdown in history means that TSA agents and air traffic controllers are not getting paid. Up to 80% of them are taking other jobs to make ends meet. If the shutdown is not resolved, those delays could spill over into the Thanksgiving exodus, ruining the holiday for millions.
We are expecting more than 6 million people to travel this Thanksgiving. Nobody knows how they will be affected. It's a perfect storm, and it could be disastrous.
What? At Houston's George Bush Airport over the weekend, thousands waited.
This is insane.
And waited.
Over here, like the line snakes like 5 or 6 more times. Absolutely insane.
Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy is warning that air traffic controllers will be told this week they will miss another paycheck, leading more of them to stay home.
A lot of them can navigate missing 1 paycheck. None of them can manage missing 2 paychecks.
There's already been a brush with disaster. A Delta flight with 300 passengers was 125 feet from landing in Boston, just as a commuter plane was taking off from an intersecting runway. Their paths crossed.
You go around and turn 10 degrees.
What the heck? That was close. Yeah, man, not cool.
This is insane.
Most major airlines are supporting their workers by providing free meals at airports across the country.
A Facebook comment quoting President Trump cost a man his freedom. Part of a sheriff's new explanation was just contradicted by police. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller. Larry Bushart has been in jail since September 21st. His bond is $2 million. The Perry County Sheriff's Office claimed he threatened mass violence at a school. News 2's Kel Smith reports Bushart seemed confused when police told him.
This is 38 days ago.
Hello. Hey. Can we speak with Larry again?
Lexington police are about to arrest Larry Bushart. His supporters say he is a retired law enforcement officer. He is also critical of the Trump administration. Just on the day of his arrest, he posted dozens of memes to Facebook.
Hey, Mr. Larry.
Yes.
So, Perry County has called back again, okay? And they've ended up issuing a warrant for you, okay? So you're going to have to come with us. We'll get you booked in. We'll get all this figured out. And then you'll have to take it up with them in their court, okay?
Okay.
We got to come in with you if you're going to go back in, though.
That's fine. Y'all can come in. We're getting carpet in the morning, so we
Okay.
moved all of this out.
In body camera video released by police to News 2, Larry and his wife do not ask many questions. They seem to know why he's getting arrested. A few hours earlier, Larry said Lexington police visited him regarding a Facebook post.
Just call me. I'll have my phone on, okay? I love you. Thank y'all. you know, and he thinks that it's just, you know, freedom of speech, you know. And I try to tell him, you know, this is...
Yeah, but like he was saying earlier, we kind of have nothing to do with it.
I understand. And I understand. Look, it's just y'all's job. I mean, y'all have to do what...
Yeah. But hopefully it works out for y'all.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
A court affidavit ties Larry's arrest back to Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems. In a community Facebook group, someone posted about a vigil for conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. Larry commented, "The sheriff saw it and messaged an investigator." We do not have access to the Facebook group to see Larry's comment for ourselves, but based on the quotes in the affidavit, Larry appears to have shared this meme from the gun safety group Everytown. It quotes President Trump saying, "We have to get over it," one day after the Perry High School mass shooting. According to the court affidavit, Larry said, "This seems relevant today."
We're going to need multiple ambulances. Multiple veterans bound.
Everytown's meme references a shooting at Perry High School in Iowa in 2024. A 17-year-old boy killed 2 people and wounded 6 others before killing himself. President Donald Trump spoke about the shooting at a campaign event.
It's just horrible to see that happening. That's just horrible. So surprising to see it here. But have to get over it. We have to move forward.
The affidavit accuses Larry of threatening mass violence at school. The arresting officer told him, just as the body camera video ended.
And just to clarify, this is what they charged him with.
Okay.
Threatening mass violence at a school.
At a school?
It's referring to the school. I have no idea.
I know.
That's what they've called us for, and I ain't got a clue.
I played on Facebook. I threatened no one. I know you don't give it.
I ain't got a clue. I just had to do what I had to do.
I've been in Facebook.
I'm not saying you did or didn't do anything.
No, I did do, but I don't think I committed a crime.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you did or did not commit a crime.
I may have been but I'm...
That's not illegal.
The Perry County Sheriff sent a statement to News 2. It reads in part, quote, "Mr. Bushart was not brought to our attention simply because of his speech, but for the public repercussions of that speech. We coordinated with other departments to approach Mr. Bushart and provide options to de-escalate the situation before an arrest was made. Mr. Bushart declined to clarify his public messages and calm the situation that was causing multiple reasonable citizens to be in fear of their children's safety at school," end quote. You can read the full statement at WKRN.com. Now, we asked the sheriff which agency he worked with to ask Bushart to de-escalate or clarify his post because that was not mentioned in the affidavit or body camera video.
Try that again.
We're here because of the comments you made online about the Jewish community.
So what?
No, I'm saying, are you...
I have a freedom of speech, dude.
Yeah, no, we get that. We get that.
We gotta make sure that you're not... Do you have a warrant?
No, that's why we're
here. Okay, you see that sign?
Yeah.
See how it says no soliciting? What you're doing is basically soliciting. You understand that, right? Yeah. It means you're not welcomed here.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Stay off the lawn, please. This is what they're doing, guys. You make comments about the Jews online, they'll fucking show up at your door. This is what they do. This is freedom of speech. This is how much control Israel has over our country. Look at this response. For exercising my freedom of speech online. Wow. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. Can't wait to do some auditing of you boys. Bye-bye.